compute the line integral f dot dr, where f is given by this vector and c is given by this parameterization. So let me write this vector f and this r in terms of component notation. So f is pretty much x square, xy, and z square. So here, and r of t is cosine t, sine t, t square. And we know that when we compute this line integral, so we use this f dot dr is same as, now we have to write everything in terms of the parameter t. So t from a to b. F is written in terms of rt, is a function of t, dot product dot r prime t dt. So dr is in fact derivative of r with respect to t dt. Okay, so let's find this. Okay, let's evaluate this and this, then we are ready to apply the formula for f of rt. So pretty much substitute rt in the f. So f is given by x square, so r is cosine t, so we need to plug in cosine t here. So cosine t square, that is cosine square t, comma, you have got second component x times y. So here cosine t times sine t. Comma, z square, that means third component t square square, t to the fourth. So this part is done. Next we need to find the derivative of r. Okay, here is the r. Okay, let's find the derivative. We got three components. Derivative of cosine is negative sine t, cosine t, here 2t. Okay, and now we can find the dot product of these two first. Let's find that. FRT dot r prime t. So the dot product means sum of the product of the components. So cosine square t times negative sine t. So negative sine t cosine square t plus cosine t sine t times cosine t. So cosine square, so sine t cosine square t plus t fourth times 2t fifth. Okay, 1 and 4 copies, 5 copies. These two are same, negative positive, so we can cancel. So now this line integral c dot is a bold fat impact vector dr. This is same as t from, let's look at here, t ranges from 0 to 1, so 0 to 1, and we found this thing is given by this dot product, and we just found that 2t to the fifth. Now dt. So this is now piece of cake because 2 can be pulled outside. Antiderivative of t fifth is t to the 6 divided by 6. Let me write here. And we want to evaluate from 0 to 1. 2 over 6 is 1/3. Upper limit is 1 raised to 6, 1 minus 0. 1 minus 0 is just 1. And 1 times this 1/3 is just 1/3. Final.